So where am I up to? I went to Derby. And I bought a set of handlebars. The same fella posted to me the week before a mudguard, a front mudguard, but the mudguard was too narrow, way too narrow. And the handlebars, well, I'm starting to think that they're no good for me now. They're good straight handlebars, but I'm starting to think there's nothing wrong with these. I was thinking this side was about 6 centimetres shunted back, but I'm starting to think it's not right. If anything, it's possible that the engine bar is slightly off, but it can't be moved because the exhaust pipe. So, whilst looking for a new mudguard, I came across this. It was £10 and it had a massive crack. One there. And I soldering iron, using a soldering iron and a zip tie, and then sanded it off. And a great big piece missing. Look at that. That's a huge piece missing. And the green used to be this bucket. I cut it up, it's a little bit thinner than this one. So we'll just turn it around. So I soldering ironed this side. If I'd known better then, maybe what I would have done is, because I painted this, what I probably would have done is soldering ironed it, sanded it and soldering ironed again to fill in any gaps, because it's really good stuff. So I'm going to spray that up shortly. Here's the petrol tank after having its second full painting. It actually looks so much better now. It had 3 dust coats, 2 thicker coats and maybe 3 clear coats, all using Auto Extreme and the Auto Extreme clear lacquer. But when I came to mask off to do a golden pinstripe, the spray for that, this one, golden pinstripe, it leaked through the tape. So I sanded it off, only the top coat, and then I've resprayed it black, but this time I've just put some tape on top of the gold, which is what I had to do with the panniers and the back mudguard. So it looks great. I'm tempted to take it off now, the tape, but I'll just leave it for a bit. On the bike, I've been busy adjusting the chain, adjusting these. The chain's nice. I did it 1 full turn from in, 1 full turn out each side, and I think it looks great. So I don't think I've missed anything at the moment. these are all nicely tightened up, so I plan to put the rear fender on next, and maybe the panniers if I can remember how to do it. We'll see. Oh, I did these as well, the brake and the clutch pedal. So I took them off, sanded them down after being in citric acid, sprayed here, clear coated it, cleaned all this linkage down, put it all back together. It's quite nice. I actually used a heat gun to try and force the paint to harden. So now just need to finish it off because it's not completely finished off down there. I've just realised there's a that needs to go through here. Everything else is on. I'll probably do that now. My God, it's back-breaking work. Even just putting the seat on. So the rear seat's on. The frame is on. I intend to put a load of grease in that and just leave it. So all the big bolts are on to hold the panniers. It's nice and sturdy. Back frame's on for the number plate. Can't remember what those two were for. Both sides are done. Oh, I've missed one of the nuts. There we go. I'll tighten that up in a moment. I was going to say maybe front seat next. Yeah, I probably will put it on. Maybe. It's coming on. Look at the chain. Chain looks lovely. It's a gold one. Wasn't expecting that. Electric cables. I need to go around the front. Try and remember how to feed them. But it's 7 o'clock now. I've had a good crack at it today. I've had a really good crack at it today. See if I can get in line. That back seat's a bit on the piss, isn't it? The scissor bar. Oh well. Maybe that's a taste of things to come. Because it doesn't adjust on the side. It doesn't adjust up and down. So after pinstriping the petrol tank, I found that the tape just sunk into the paint. I'm not sure why. I'm not sure if it was too soft, whether the adhesive was too abrasive. So I just went ahead and used the paint stripper. So it's had its first coat and first scrape. So I'm going to. It's actually hardened up again. It's been baking in the sun. In fact, it's fucking harder than it was when I first started. So I'm going to sand that down. Big problem. I have to throw another £10 at it. I'm having problems with my paints not hardening. They seem to. The spray paint is actually going on lovely. In fact, it's going on absolutely lovely. But every time I do anything with it after that, I mean, this one has hardened, but it's been 2 months. So, it's not perfect, and I would have done things differently. I tried to use primer as a filler, but the actual fact is, I should have continued sanding using the orbital sander. So this had a massive crack. ABS, and the ABS I used a zip tie and a soldering iron, had great success, and I did exactly the same on the outer side. I also, so I'm not sure if I actually showed you all this, but zip tied, soldering iron, a piece of bucket. It's not perfect, but it's good enough for me. That has really worked well. Like here, should have just kept on sanding it. There's a big crack, but that's actually primer, all that badness.